fucking fix it?
I'm not sure yet.
Are we showing up now when we talk?
Well, you're not, because I didn't have your volume turned up.
Now am I?
Now you're showing up when you talk.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, no flat lines? It just keeps going? It's not fading away? And
Yeah, it's almost like we know what the fuck we're doing.
all right.
So, let's see.
Yeah.
We got the board hooked up again, and hopefully we're good to go, man.
Yeah. We should probably play this shit back to see actually what it sounds like first.
Now you're getting too fucking professional on me.
You know.
I don't know, man. We're looking good. We're between those fives.
Okay.
We're not going into the red. We're looking
Nice.
all right, man.
Okay.
It's fucking loud in the cans.
It's like loud in the fucking cans. It is.
But we can fix that over here. Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yep.
All right. Well,
see, there's so much to be said for fucking pushing
Maybe we
buttons,
should-
turning knobs, and jiggling fucking wires.
maybe we should turn fucking what's his fuck off of the TV.
Oh, yeah. We should probably turn the Michael K show off so we're not podcasting a podcast.
Michael K doesn't come after us.
No. Actually, it'd be the Yankees.
So while Tom's doing that, I will say you're listening to Inebriation on the Crow's Nest Podcast Network, home of the Pillaging Podcast, the Crow's Nest Podcast, Ladies of Darkness, Blackout, No Ledge, Inebriation, East Coast Nation, Jesus Christ,
And soon to be
the Fan Club
the
Blitz.
fucking Fan Club Blitz.
So, we got that off of our chest.
Yep.
Now you're listening to, this is episode 28.
28.
You're not going to get a lot from Groby and I. We're going to punch in a couple interviews here that we did.
Yeah, like a lot of these short episodes, it's going to be mostly the brewers talking.
Yep, and as soon as we're done recording and plugging in interviews tonight, we're going to start recording episode 29.
Yep.
Where we will be speaking to
Ship Bottom
and Rusty Rail. We're going to have them both on the line tonight. One in about 45 minutes from now, which means nothing to you people.
No.
And another one coming up at there we go.
Yeah.
There's our old nonsense. And we got another one coming up with Ship Bottom later tonight.
Okay.
And things you can look forward to.
Yes.
This Sunday morning, we will be at Jersey Girl.
At Jersey Girl. We might have Potsy with us.
Yeah, Potsy says he'll be there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
And Monday afternoon, we're traveling to Tom's River Brewing.
Going to the beach.
Going to the beach. In the fucking end of January.
Yep.
And
it don't matter to me. I'll bring the pole.
There you go. So we're gonna be on site.
Yep.
At Jersey Girl on Sunday, and we'll be on site at Tom's River Brewing on Monday.
On Monday.
And those shows will come out to you next week.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
When I start losing my money at the tables after I leave Tom's River, I go down to Atlantic City to play some poker. Maybe I'll just go back upstairs, turn on the laptop, and edit some podcasts.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Nah, not with a poker table downstairs.
It's not my style.
Nope.
No.
You can edit when you get home.
I don't plan to lose money anyway.
You don't have a poker table at your house.
I'm not trying to lose money when I go down there anyway. Chucky's trying to make money.
That's right. Supplemental income.
That's right. Return on investment.
Yes.
As we call it in the poker world, the ROI. What's your ROI? And everybody makes one up. They lie.
Yeah.
They don't want to say how much they've lost.
Actually, they had the betting guy that they have on this fucking show every week talking about football. He was talking about that very thing. He's like, I want to buy shit, but then I'm looking at my ROI, and I'm like, should I?
Right. Yeah.
He's like, well, he said the same thing, man.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
You got to keep track of that ROI.
Yep.
All right. Well, we've got 2 interviews tonight for this show. We have Evil Nash from Clarksville, Tennessee, which is owned by James Miller, who we interviewed. And then we're going to have Matt from Two Ton.
From Two Ton Brewing.
Two Ton in Kenilworth, New Jersey. And that's a family-owned operation. So we'll we'll check that out.
Yep.
We'll check in with Two Ton first, and then we'll come back and say hello, and then we'll plug in Evil Nash.
Yeah.
We can't tell you what we're drinking right now because we haven't cracked the beer yet.
We haven't cracked the beer yet.
We're too busy messing with this mixing board.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be back.
Let's check in with Two Ton.
Yep.
This call is now being recorded.
What?
All right. I have on the line with me Matt. What's your last name, Matt?
Barbier.
Matt Barbier, who's the CEO of Two Ton Brewing, and you guys are in Kenilworth, correct?
That's correct.
All right. So, how long you guys been in operation now?
So we've actually been in business 5 years. The first couple of years we were based out of Linden, New Jersey. We had a little warehouse there. And more recently we were able to open up a production facility and tasting room here in Kenilworth.
Nice. And you guys do all your own brewing, or did you start out, gypsy brewing like a lot of guys? There's so many different methods here in Jersey.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's correct. We started out as contract brewers and gypsy brewers. We didn't have our own home, but it was a great way to kind of get our feet wet and, test the water, so to speak, for the industry. And we were able to get our products in front of a lot more people via distribution and beer festivals and tap takeovers and events like that. And that was really good for our brand and to kind of promote and help us grow and take the next step, which was opening our own production facility.
Nice. And the production facility is, how many barrels you guys have? What's the whole gist behind the brewery now?
Sure. So we have a Blickman Pro Series brew house. It's a 3.5 barrel electrified system. And then we have 3.5 barrel fermenters as well as 7 barrel fermenters. So
Cool.
it's pretty nice. It's a good size for us. We're able to crank out a bunch of different products like our core styles as well as seasonal varieties.
And as far as distribution goes, are you guys, it's mainly, is it all on tap now? You guys have cans out there? Where can people find your beers?
Yeah, so we self-distribute. We try to sell as much as we can out of the tasting room, but we do distribute as well. A lot of the accounts that were supportive in the beginning, we still distribute to. So we went from about 100 when we were gypsy brewers down to about a dozen now. We've done some sour bottle releases as well as some cans. We bring in the mobile canner and release cans that way. So we've done some to local liquor stores, bottle cans, and ShopRite Liquors, etc., and as well as sold them out of the tap room.
Nice. I'm looking, you guys have some pretty cool beers available.
Thank you.
Several IPAs. I'm looking at this Black Swan Saison now that looks beautiful.
Thank you.
I'd love to get my hands on one of those. Anything that you guys are unveiling at the Great Beer Expo on February 1st? What can we expect to taste when we're there?
We're probably going to bring our flagship Hammer and Ale. It's a West Coast style IPA that really kind of helped put us on the map. It's a 9% IPA, so it's more of an imperial, but it's malty, it's sweet, it's got that traditional West Coast kind of resinous pine, citrus flavor to it. It's a really good beer. I'm really proud of it. So we're definitely going to bring that. And then who knows, we might have a secret sour or something up our sleeve to bring, something special.
Nice. Yeah, that's what is that, a 9.1, that Hammer and Ale?
Yep.
Yeah, nice. A lot of big beers come out at these beer festivals, so people that don't have experience with those, remember those 2-ounce pours can catch up with you pretty quick. So
yeah, absolutely.
Don't laugh at the people with the pretzel necklaces. They're actually smart.
Yeah. No, we're all about drinking responsibly for sure.
Yeah. So, well, luckily I'll be at the hotel right across the driveway there. So.
Oh, nice, smart.
Yeah. This time I played it smart, especially since we'll be there for both sessions. Well, we're looking forward to actually meeting you and sitting down at the expo and or at least just hanging out at the booth with our our mic and getting some
Sure.
information from you there.
Yeah, sounds great.
So, before I let you go from this call, just make sure that you let people know what your address is, what days you're open, and how they can find you on social media, etc.
Sure. So we're open here at the tap room. We're in Kenilworth. We're at 730 Federal in Kenilworth, New Jersey. It's exit 138, and we're just 2 minutes off the exit. We're open Wednesdays through Sundays now for the new year. And you can find us online at twotonbrewing.com or on social media at 2Ton Brewing.
All right, that was Matt from 2 Ton.
Yeah, 2 Ton down in Kenilworth, New Jersey.
Kenilworth, New Jersey. I got to control my volume here because I'm getting some weird buzz, but looks good.
Yeah.
Levels look good.
Okay.
I think we're okay, man.
Yeah. So what are we drinking?
We are drinking I picked up something from Anchor.
Anchor's good, man. Anchor's I've been drinking that shit fucking 30 years.
Yeah, Anchor's one of the big boys in the league.
Yeah.
They'll also be at the Beer Fest again.
Cool. Nice.
And this is a pretty cool, man. It's a San Francisco IPA.
All right.
And it's got peach and apricot. And it's got a killer flavor, man.
It does.
And it's a collaboration with like a clothing line or
Yeah,
something.
a clothing store called San Francisco.
So,
Look them up.
yeah, look them up. Look up San Francisco and look up
Anchor Steam.
Anchor. You gotta love the
Yeah,
Anchor, man.
I think they dropped the Steam. Now it's just Anchor.
Well, they're still making.
Yeah, they still make Anchor
They
Steam.
still
but,
make the Steam
But they
there.
used to be called Anchor Steam.
Yeah.
But now they're just Anchor.
Yep. Anchor Brewing.
Yeah.
Killer brewery, man.
Oh, fucking
they've
man.
been around for a long time.
Yeah, long
See,
time.
sometimes we talk about the big boys,
Yeah.
and they're one of the big
Yeah.
boys. They don't, recently they've started messing with different beers too. For a
Yeah.
while, it was just like 3 beers they had out:
Yeah.
the Steam, the Porter, and then there was something else.
There's something that comes out around Christmas.
Yeah.
Holiday something.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're drinking.
But shit, for 30 years, I've been drinking freaking Anchor Steam for 30 years, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good beer, man.
Yeah.
It's it's got a real kind of funky flavor to it, man.
Yeah.
That peach and apricot is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Yeah. Both of them come through nice.
Yeah, and it's it's hop forward
Yeah.
still. It's a
And
nice IPA.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call it a sour.
No,
So
no.
don't think because you hear peach and apricot that's a sour.
Nah, the peach and apricot are subtle, man.
Yeah.
They're really.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, let's. You heard what we're drinking. Like I said, this is a interview heavy show.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and plug in Evil Nash.
Evil Nash in Clarksville, Tennessee.
This call is now being recorded.
There you go.
All right. You got Splatterhead and Grovey.
Splatterhead and Grovey.
Inebriation. And
Inebriation.
we've got a guest today.
We do. We have a guest on the phone.
We got James Miller from Evil Nash Brewing. Is it Evil Nash Brewing Company? Is that the name officially?
Evil Nash Brewing. Yep.
And you guys are somewhere in fucking Tennessee.
Yeah, we're in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Cool.
Which is where, if I'm looking at Tennessee?
Man, that's where the last.
It's basically right on the Kentucky border, north of Nashville. Probably it's about 40 miles out from Nashville.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. Not bad. We'll send Murph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can get Murph to start drinking again, we'll send Murph.
We'll send our buddy out there. And so you're originally from San Diego, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
And how'd you get into brewing?
I got into brewing while living in San Diego. Kind of got just sort of like by chance an opportunity to go work at a brewery that was fairly new at that time. So it was back in 2010, and they basically just gave me a crash course in brewing. So I kind of did everything like in brewing. It's pretty common people get in there and they're not actually brewing, they're cleaning equipment, doing all that stuff. So I was doing that, but they also let me be involved in the brewing side of it and just basically gave me a crash course in it. Had me, eating all the different malts and trying different hops and stuff. And so just so I got an understanding of, you know, all the different ingredients and what flavor profiles you're going to get out of the various malts. And then, yeah, just let me brew with them and started kind of writing my own recipes. And then, I scaled back, like started home brewing after I was already brewing at the brewery. So then, I just kind of ran with it and started writing a bunch of my own recipes and brewing a bunch of different beer, and had decided that that was pretty much what I wanted to do with my life. So from that point on, started kind of making the plan of doing my own thing, and ended up getting or moving out to Tennessee because I was trying to get out of California. So moved to Tennessee and started Evil Nash.
Nice. So you didn't use your brother as a taste tester, did you? Because he'll drink anything.
I did, yeah. He was a guinea pig along the way.
You know, we find with home brewing that we like to give our beers to people that we don't know, because our friends are just going to tell us it tastes great. And I get that. And that's like when I was started kind of like, you know, doing my recipes, I made sure that like friends and family obviously would get some, but I did want to get it out to as many people that didn't know me as possible. And when I was starting Evil Nash, I was doing that, like bottling up beers, no labels, no nothing, and sending them out, and basically with like a rating sheet, just kind of like a blind taste test to a few different stores and everything that they would do for their, you know, have a tasting for their customers, and then get I get feedback that way. That was a unbiased source, I guess. But I mean, it's you know, you're always going to get beer to your friends and family, but but as far as what their feedback, you know, take it with a grain of salt.
That's what, you know. I mean, we brewed some ones that were horrible. People said it was great, and we were just like, yeah, you're not.
It's like an old rubber boot.
It's like an old rubber boot.
And I mean, it's pretty common. Like I was part of a homebrew club where, you know, you'd go and at the meeting, people would bring some stuff in, and, you know, there was some really good beer, and then there was some not so great beer. But everybody, you don't want to be that guy to be like, oh, that was shit. You're like, that's okay. You know, oh, it's okay. Like, keep up the good work. You know?
Who brought this crap?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a homebrew club too. We know how that goes. So. Yeah. So, tell us about your beers, man. How many beers do you have on tap right now?
So I have 10 taps. We do a lot of, well, pretty much everything. I brew on a 2.5 barrel system. So when I say small batch, like everything I'm brewing is small batch because it's only a 2.5 barrel system. But we still actually I do brew like some 5 gallon, batches, you know, little experiments. And, so we always have 2 beers that are the small, like the 5 gallon batches. And usually it's a sour. And, so right now we have, a sour that I did, that has, ginger, pear, cherry, and blackberry. And then, an imperial porter, peanut butter imperial porter, that we did as one of the small batch ones. And then, our main takes, like our main 8 taps, that still always rotate, but right now I've got like 2 seasonal beers on, a peppermint mocha black lager and, cranberry.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that one is pretty good. A lot of people have said it tastes like Andy's mint in a glass. And then we have a cranberry pale ale that we did.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Those are some fun sounding beers.
Man.
Yeah. I didn't know.
I always like to kind of mix it up and you know, do something different.
You're broadening the horizons of Tennessee, brother.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
What's your flagship beer? Do you have a flagship beer?
Right now, actually, yeah, there's 2. I do a corn lager. Lager actually brewed with corn. And then we do there's actually a barrel aged beer that's been on, since I've actually opened the doors. It's always been on there, and that is one of our best-selling beers. It's a Scotch ale with rye, and then I age it in some local rye whiskey barrels.
Nice. What's the ABV on that Scotch Ale?
8%.
All right, that's not bad.
That ain't bad.
When they lose me with the
So
Scotch Ale.
it ain't like doing shots.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it'll sneak up on you, and it definitely has a pretty strong whiskey flavor. But if for 8%, it's a pretty smooth 8%. And then that Imperial Porter that I was talking about, that's actually it's a 10.1%, which is the legal limit out here in Tennessee. But yeah, it's a 10.1, but it drinks like something that's maybe a 7%, and it's super like real velvety smooth. So
nice.
even being a higher alcohol or higher gravity beer, it's still pretty smooth.
Yeah, I know Tennessee's got some pretty interesting laws when it comes to beers and everything, and where they can be sold and what days and all that stuff. We sometimes on the show we'll dip into different state laws, and I think Tennessee is one that we touched on.
Yeah, I think we did do Tennessee.
And Tennessee was pretty confusing because it's I think it's
it is, yeah.
I think it's technically a dry state, but they allow the municipalities and the counties to kind of come up with stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's all as far as the beer is concerned, it's all controlled by the municipalities.
Right.
And so it varies, their laws it varies depending on what county you're in. You know, it's not just the state stuff, it varies from county to county. And then where I'm at, being so close to Kentucky, there actually is several dry counties just like our neighbors, or, you know, right up the road that you can't go get any alcohol, or they don't have bars and stuff like that.
Yeah, but hell, that's good for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, and then one law that was the state level that I'm glad it actually timing wise worked out great for me is when I was actually opening the doors the beginning of that year, 2018. They had increased the alcohol that is always limited to 5% by weight or 6.3% by volume, and they changed that law, so now it's now up to 10.1, which is we kind of riding that threshold with our Imperial Porter. But beyond that, if you can't serve anything on tap that's higher than a 10.1%. If you do, then you have to get the distiller's license.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's
and did they go that far with it?
It's pretty crazy because you're not distilling anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then, I kind of joked about it before, and potentially maybe, may look into it in the future, but I was like, yeah, because coming from California and already having some of the recipes that I had brewed, I was like, I'm going to have to dumb them down. I'm going to have to scale them down to fit the law. And then when it changed, I was like, oh, awesome, game on, like right back to what I had been brewing. But I did start to kind of like consider maybe getting the distiller's license, brewing beer, and because I'd be covered to do it, start making some whiskey too.
Yeah, you might as well if you got the license, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a different ball game.
So where do I need to send my resume?
Yeah. It's a different ball game, man, because brewing beer, you couldn't like blow your facility up if you tried. But once you start distilling, it's all just
oh yeah, right.
And then you got a lot of guys in Tennessee with a lot of distilling experience, I'm sure too. So you could
oh, definitely, yeah,
definitely some people, or in Kentucky, Jesus,
yeah,
you're right there by bourbon country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
you go to the dry county. They all know how to distill there.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
So what we always do a thing on our show called "What Are We Drinking?" So hopefully you're sipping on something right now. What do you got going on there, James?
I've actually got a spotted cow.
All right.
Yeah. A good buddy of mine went to college in Wisconsin, and a friend of him sent him a bunch of New Glarus spotted cow, and that's what I've got right now.
Cool.
What do we got, Tom?
We got
mine's about empty.
Mine's empty too. We're drinking Rogue Yellow Snow.
Yeah, don't drink. This is yellow snow. You're supposed to be able to drink.
Yes, this is the Pilsner brewed with Oregon spruce tips.
Oregon.
Sorry.
He's an East Coast guy.
Yeah, the spruce tips, huh?
Yeah,
spruce tips.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah.
Does it taste like the woods?
No, it doesn't taste like
that. It's actually just a good pilsner.
It tastes like a good pilsner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a little, I don't know. I'm more in a fucking porter or stout mood today. What was it, like 8 degrees out here today?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, fucking everything's frozen solid.
Fucking brutal out.
So.
Yeah, it's not that cold out here, but we're getting some snow today.
So what are your plans for, like, you know, you're gonna, you have any distribution to other bars or anything, or are you just out of your own time?
Yeah, I'm just doing, I'm keeping it all in-house for now. I kind of wrote it into the business plan that I wouldn't really be looking to do any distribution for the first year. But actually year one would be May 1st, so I'm going to start looking into that. And I've had conversations with a few of the local distributors out here. There are a couple of bars that would like to get some of the beer that, you know, give me a couple taps. One that I feel bad for, but they've been trying to get that barrel aged, the Scotch ale that I was talking about, for several months, but every time that they contact me, it's like I'm running low and I don't necessarily want to do away with a keg of it, you know?
Right.
So, so getting into the, you know, the next few months is when I'm going to kind of be scaling up production and look to get some beer and packaging and out to stores and bars and stuff.
Right on. Well, we look forward to, you know, I travel a lot, so one of these days I'll make it through Tennessee and definitely swing by because I'd love to try some of your beers, and then hopefully, you know, we actually have some listeners in Tennessee, so hopefully they'll
nice. Well, send them my way.
We'll definitely send them your way, and then that's about it, man. Unless you got anything else you want to say.
Are you looking at canning your beers for distribution and kegging?
Yeah. I mean, so far I have done some bottling, do like hand bottling of sours and stuff, and I did one of another barrel aged beer. But going forward, I'll look at actually doing a mobile canning service. There's a company out of Illinois that'll come down with all the equipment, just to hook up to one of your tanks and do canning on the spot, and then I don't have to have the investment of purchasing the equipment.
Yeah, we have a buddy up here that's part of our homebrew club that has one of those businesses. He works for a brewery up here too as an assistant brewer, but he's, you know, homebrews, nice stuff, but he has a mobile canning business that you know, that works out well for a lot of you know, smaller breweries because
definitely,
it's another big investment that, you know. And it's not cheap to have him come out either, but it's, you know, it's definitely, you know, up front it's going to be a lot lower than investing in a whole canning system.
Right. And then you look at like space and warehousing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm pretty small, so, you know, I don't necessarily have a dedicated space to where I could have a canning line or anything that's worthwhile, you know. Or like I've kind of shopped around for, you know, a 4-fill like bottle line and stuff like that, but it's a matter of the space and then upkeep, you know, maintenance, all that extra stuff that right now I can't really afford to do. And then also I'm by myself, so, you know, adding any extra work to me doesn't make any sense. So pretty much tied up as it is.
Has Mike been out to visit you yet since you've had a brewery?
Yeah, he did. He came out. He came out in April, and that was basically like an unofficial opening, like kind of a soft opening. But yeah, he came out like right at the very end of the build out and inspection phase and stuff. So he got to be there while I was getting the health department inspection, and actually kind of gave me a little plus because he had been him and a friend of mine who were visiting too. They were both certified, like SafeServe certified. So as soon as that came up, the health department, you know, the guys were like, "Oh, that's great," and then just kind of, you know, took it for our word that we knew everything we were doing, and yeah, I mean, it went well. You know, obviously I passed and got to open, and so yeah, Michael was actually here when I first opened those doors and had some cash come my way.
Nice. You got a milk crate on each side of the bar so you guys can see each other when you stand on it.
No, I built the bar low enough to where it's like the kids bar.
I always gotta bust Mike's balls, so I gotta bust yours too. But we love Mike, man. He's a fucking great dude. And
only had the privilege of hanging out with you once, but we'll do it again someday, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, shit, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know as soon as this is out.
Cool.
And we'll send you the links and all that jazz, and we'll hopefully get the word out.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, and I'll have to try to get you guys some beer out there.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
We record at a bar that's going to be opening, so.
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
knows?
cool.
Maybe one day we get little 6-tel of your stuff up here and plug it into the bar.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But reach out offline, and we'll sort something out. Mike sneaks us some beers sometimes too, so.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, actually, he's been trying to get me to send him out some. So.
Well, you got to take care of him first, so.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. But, all right, cool, man. We appreciate you coming on, and we'll let you know as soon as this comes out.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Cool,
all right.
thanks, man.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Cheers, boys.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
All right. That was James Miller, Evil Nash.
In Clarksville, Tennessee.
He might be the taller of the two brothers. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why his levels are so high and ours are so low.
I don't know.
We got to fix that in editing.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Who knows?
Yeah.
We're working with this stuff, man. Yeah. Maybe that did it. No?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think we're good now.
All right.
We got rid of that echo
Yeah,
and
we're not in a steel building.
no, yeah, we got rid of that and we're now I can
And our levels are good talking.
yeah, now we're
They're
good.
not fading out.
No, not at all.
No.
I don't know why it looks like it's in slow motion, but
Yeah.
what the
I don't
hell?
know. Yeah.
I don't care about that.
it's always something.
Play it back, it sounds fine.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it's just giving you more hard drive space.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So that was James.
Yeah.
Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
He might go into the distilling business at some point.
Yeah, it does at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Yeah.
If he gets the license, you might as well.
Yeah, because that weird law they have, so.
Yeah. These states, man.
I
We
know.
got to dig back into some of that stuff.
Freaking Tennessee thinks anything over 10% is fucking booze.
This is whiskey. Yeah. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know how they figured that one out.
I don't either, but what the hell?
It's that weird hillbilly math.
Nah.
So.
We don't get to make the laws in
No.
Tennessee. So.
But Evil Nash is not going to be at the Great Beer Expo.
No, they're not, which is a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It would be great to see
Yes,
them. man.
maybe, who knows, maybe next year, maybe, who knows.
Might be a little tough to come all the way up from Tennessee
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
couple kegs set up
but,
for a day.
Yeah,
But,
well, you never know.
maybe we'll run the Evil Nash booth.
Yeah,
if they,
maybe, yeah,
if
yeah,
they
sure.
if they start, distributing at
Yeah.
some point. But baby steps, man.
Yeah.
He has his 1 year plan, his 2 year plan.
Yeah.
So, but I look forward to trying some of those beers.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to
Yeah, but
hit us up for an address. and
between
send us some.
between you and Mikey, we got. I know Mikey gets his first, but
Yeah.
Mikey's already tried your beers.
he's already been privy to this stuff, man.
Yeah,
So,
we haven't.
yeah.
So we need in on that.
Yep.
So
And stickers and all kinds of jazz like that, man.
But yeah, if you're
T-shirts.
if you're if you're down in Tennessee,
yes,
north of Nashville,
Yeah,
right there on the
rough-
Kentucky border,
roughly 40 miles north of
Yeah.
Nashville.
then check them out, man. If you're cruising through Clarksville on vacation,
Popping in your Monkeys 8-track.
taking the family down to Clarksville for spring break. Stop on into Evil Nash.
Yep.
Or if you happen to live there,
Yeah, if you
and
live there.
and your fucking church doesn't know you listen to this show,
Yeah.
sneak on over.
Yeah. We might have somebody from Nashville listen to our stuff.
Sure.
Drive up there.
Yeah.
I ain't that far.
We got Murph. He could drive up there.
Murph, drive up there.
Yeah. I'll call Murph. I'll send him up
Send
your way.
Marsh up there.
Yeah. So, yeah, because Mosh ain't, he's not drinking Michelob Ultras. I've seen pictures of him.
Yeah, he's not a Coors Lighter, man.
He'll have, he'll try some of those heavy, big beers you got there.
Well, sure.
I'd like to make it down there one of these days.
Yeah.
You know, in my travels, I may end up in the Nashville area
Yeah, you
for
never
work.
know.
You know, you never know. So if I do, I'm definitely going to Evil Nash.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode. It's a nice short one.
Well, not really. Didn't you post some sort of survey thing on Facebook?
I did. Take our survey.
Take our survey.
Yeah, folks. Take our survey. I posted it on Facebook. It's a survey that, helps kind of figure out our demographic and lets us get an idea on who's listening and what they're listening for and what their priorities are when they listen to podcasts and all that, So check that out. And
we have our contest.
We do have our contest.
You take a picture of yourself wearing any kind of football jersey, be it soccer, college, Canadian, pro football, high school, whatever.
At this point, rugby.
Whatever.
Australian rules football.
Australian rules football. And just grab a beer from any brewery at the expo, and you can find them on the greatbeerexpo.com. And you can find a list of breweries and pick up one of their beers and take a picture, tag us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you could win yourself a pair of tickets.
That's right.
Which is roughly about $120 value to drink beer for 4 hours for nothing.
We're giving away 2 pairs.
We're giving away 2 pairs, so.
And you got a few days left.
Yep, so get your entries in, probably, I would guess, midnight Sunday.
Yep, that's it.
And that's about it.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next episode.
Which is going to be a couple days.
Yeah, on to the next episode.
All right.
Later.